Yeah. Tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up.
Let me hear you say.
Whole city getting hype now. Tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up.
Let me hear you say.
Nissan come alive for them. Tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up.
Let me hear you say.
All my people on Broadway. Tell them boys to tighten up.
One
Tighten
time,
up.
one.
Oh, tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up. Yeah. Nashville, turn the lights on me. Start down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Titan Nation, how are we doing today? Again, welcome back to another live episode. Today we're going to be hanging out with Gerald Mcrath, former Tennessee Titan, a good friend of mine. As we get this show going, I do want to give a couple of shout outs and stuff like that. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on and stuff like that. Gerald will be on in a couple of minutes. Just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, for the love and support, I want to say thank you so much. Again, from everyone from Twitter, through the comments, the likes, the dislikes, everything in general, for just having a YouTube channel. I do want to say thank you guys so much for participating. It makes my it just makes it fun. You know, the live streams are always fun, especially when you have so much interaction, so much devoted fans that love the Tennessee Titans just as much as I do. So again, I want to say thank you guys so much for everything. Again, this channel wouldn't be anything without you guys, you know. So Tighten up for everyone, and thank you so much. Again, Titans Torch, what's up? Zach Carpenter, Titan Rossi, what's up, man? AZ Mick, Jim Lacey, what's up? Ryan Dodd, what's up, man? Thank you guys so much again for showing up and showing out. I will be doing, maybe doing a giveaway soon. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I really do. What's up, Eduardo? Hopefully you guys are doing good. We're going to get Gerald in here shortly. Remember, guys, like I said, it's just a hangout. You can ask any questions you want for Gerald Mcrath. He loves just talking to the Titan Nation, just talking to everyone in general. Again, good dude. I'm ecstatic for him. Again, I love him to death. He's a brother from another mother, and I got him right here. I see him. So we're gonna bring in the man, the myth, the legend. We got Mr. Gerald. Yeah. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, brother. I can hear you.
Sorry, guys, I'm running behind. I didn't. Apple made me update, and then it knocked off all my stuff. So it's just like, okay.
Okay. I see you got straight. You know, your hair's shorter now. No faux hawk anymore. What happened?
No, man, we're getting ready for another football season, so we always start over from scratch, baby.
Okay. How's everything, Gerald? How's everything, man?
Everything's going pretty good, man. Everything's going good. I got a 13-year-old about to be 14, a 2-year-old that is running the show in the house. Wife's coaching softball, so there's not a dull day here at all.
What's up? That's what's up. Again, there's not a dull day for being a Titans fan either, man. It's a good time to be a Titans fan, bro. It's exciting, man. It's just crazy. And I can imagine, you know, living in Nashville. How's that vibe over there, man?
Man, it is like the young guys say, it is lit. I'm sorry that I'm losing my voice. We had workouts today, and
you were yelling.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. If it wasn't yelling, screaming about Julio, was just excited, you know, being back in the weight room with the guys and getting ready for another high school football season. So, I mean, the city is – today was just one of those days where you just smile. you just smile. Like, if you're a Titan fan, you're probably like, wow, all these people smiling. Did somebody were they giving out free money today? Like, today is just – it's like nothing nobody could do, nothing nobody could say. You're just excited. You know, you're just happy. You know, so I mean, it's a good feeling, man. It is a good feeling, especially on a Monday.
Yeah, especially I was the happiest going to work. It's crazy. Mondays suck, but I was so happy waking up, going to work and stuff. I mean, there was no one that could bring me down today. Today was something.
Facts.
And again, everyone in the chat. There's Jim Lacey saying, "Hey, Gerald."
Hey, Jim.
Az Mick. We got Ryan Harris. What's up, Gerald? Steven saying, "What's up?" Shouting you out, Ian. And we have Stephanie. What's up, Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie's cool people. Again, I had Titans Twitter, the ladies of Titans Twitter. We had a live show, and that was a blast, man. I had like eight girls on, and they had a blast talking about Tennessee Titans. I mean, they were so passionate. It was really good, man. It was a good show. I mean, it was kind of hectic for me. I had a deal because I never had so many people on at once, so I was kind of trying to scramble, and one had to go to the bathroom. The other one, it was a hot mess, but it was a good hot mess. But we had a good time. And Jim wants to know when we go into a game again. He wants to know.
Oh, man, we got to do something.
And
I got to see what the schedule is going to look like this year for football season.
Mm-hmm.
And just we got to do something. I'm excited. You know,
You know what the crazy thing was? Remember before COVID happened and stuff, we were gonna plan a tailgate. Remember, you and me were gonna do that, and then I mean, COVID happened and stuff. I mean, we still went to the game last year, which was nice, but it just wasn't the same. You know, it wasn't. But hopefully this year, I mean, hopefully it's gonna be crazy. Sin City Titan, what's up, man? Where you by any chance? Where you at? Okay, you all right?
Yeah, see me?
Yeah, you were kind of.
My power went out in the house, and I mean everything just went out. Bro, that's crazy. Hey, look. That's why I say can't nothing go wrong today because I'm on a cell phone, and so it just kicked over to my cell phone service. Like this is what type of day it is today. Like no matter what happens, you're gonna find the positive in it, and you're gonna smile. So this is you know. I know you were saying about the tailgate and the COVID. The tailgate was still fun though, and a chance to you meet a lot of good people. But I can just only imagine what it's going to be like this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's crazy. Like Sin City Titan said, he said it's still sinking in. It really is.
Man,
I still don't. I don't know. And Donna says she loves your positivity again.
I appreciate it. That's all we can do, man. The only thing we can do is control us and our emotions and our attitude. And just real quick, and I'm gonna let you run the show, but man, I said a few things on Twitter today about the fan base getting this opportunity because one thing that I do know is this Titan Nation fan base, you guys are first class. I'm talking about first class, and I mean you guys have taken a lot of heat. And I know because when I was playing, there was some games that we didn't leave you guys a whole lot to talk about. And like it's just awesome. It's just awesome. I see around the league and you see other fan bases get cocky and things, but you guys do things the right way. You stay with each other. And today was one of those days where it finally pays off that you can be the headline. You guys can run the show. You guys can talk, and it's all about us. And you guys know how the national media does the Tennessee Titans. I mean, heck, Buffalo Bills were still supposed to be better than us after Derrick Henry stiffed arm Josh Norman on national TV. They don't give respect. They don't give us respect, and that's why I love it about Nashville. It's a blue-collar city, blue-collar state, blue-collar fan base. And, I'm just excited for you guys to enjoy and just have this moment today. And, I mean, I'm a football fan. I'm a Titan professional player, but before that, I was a fan of the game. And I'm still a fan of the game. And this is freaking awesome. This is awesome. So
it's gonna be lit. This year is gonna be lit. Again, we'll talk a little bit later, you and me, on what's it called, on exactly what game we're going to go to and stuff. Again, last year, me and Gerald went to the Colts game with Jim Lacey and stuff, and we had a blast, man. It was a good time. met some really, really nice people, met some crazy people, you know, there's some crazy people out there, bro. And it just, that environment was good. Even though there wasn't that much people in the stadium and stuff, you still felt the electricity. And even though that game didn't go as planned. I remember remember this. It was like, what? It was like 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. We went to White Castle Burger. We're waiting in the line, and you were just going off on how bad the defense was. I remember that day. It was pretty funny, man. But I just the passion, man, and I know how much it means to you, just like all, you know, us as fans and stuff. So good times, man. Hopefully when we go back, we'll definitely do better.
Oh, without a doubt, man. It won't be White Castle. There's too many places in Nashville open now. Well, I think White Castle was the COVID. It was like, it really wasn't a whole lot you could do, which is, it's just crazy to see how far things have came. Just so happy for everybody. You know, I mean, today is just a true testimony of what sports does for us. You know, I'm not a politician. I don't get into all of that. I don't care what your background is. Sports, man, it brings us together. It brings us together. I don't care if it's your team or the other team. It's something about it that we as a society missed out on last year with COVID. And I'm so ready to get back because, I mean, today, just Twitter, and you seeing people left and right, you know, pictures, sharing stories.
Yes, definitely saying it. Definitely appreciate you and your presence in Titans Twitter, man. You've been going on today. I know, it was nice. The Southern Miss legend. What's up, G?
What's up?
What's up? We need to meet up and take a pic. Let us know which game you'll be at. There's Donna. My son adores you, Gerald. That's awesome.
Oh man, that's
There we go. Big Al says no respect, no problem. Just try to stop us. Go Titans, kick some massive tail. Yeah. Sensei says preach, Al. Fill the house. Tighten up. Stoked for this one. What's up, Gerald?
What's up, man? Hey, we still got ball to talk, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing about it. You know, just the introduction. But man, we just got so much to talk about. We have so much catching up to do, man, and that's what the show is about, man. Again, it's everybody wants to hear your take. I talked so much about the Julio Jones, about the schedule. No one wants to hear me. It's not the Mr. Titan show, bro. It's the Gerald Mcrath show. I feel like this show is as much as mine is yours, man. So again, the floor is yours. And again, anyone that has a question for Gerald, be free to ask him. Again, if I don't get to him right away, we will eventually. I just don't like stopping when my man kind of goes off, because he's gonna go off. It's gonna be fun. So, and it's true, fastest linebacker in his draft. Yep, he was, man. I remember that.
I should have came out now because I would have got paid because the game, like, everybody wanted to be 250.
Yeah,
260. So it's funny how the game has evolved and changed. And that, I mean, and I love that about it. You know, I love that about it. I love the aspect of it. And but it is fun, and that's why this Julio Jones is a great piece. It's a great piece. It's a great piece.
We have a question from Stace. She goes, "Do you keep your old jerseys?"
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to kind of renovate, so everything is kind of boxed up. I actually just got some stuff from back home, from my mom's house, and I got my old high school jersey out, so I need to get that framed. But yeah, I do. I have things. I've been waiting to just put them all up at once. So, but yeah, I do definitely keep that for sure.
Of course. We have a question. Gerald, what was the hardest transition from college to pro? The speed, like everyone says, or would you say something else? And I remember I've talked to you about this a long time ago, so go ahead and fill them in on that, Gerald.
Well, I would say that the toughest thing is always the speed of the game. Definitely the speed of the game. And when I'm saying the speed of the game is, you know, it's just like when you had your transition from middle school to high school, and then from high school to college. it's the speed of it and how you see things and how you process. It takes a little bit of time for you to get comfortable. It's just like if you upgrade on the job and you get a new role. It might take a few days or so till you get the hang of it. But once you get the hang of it, you can kind of roll. But the need to be a professional, that's different as well. And there's a lot of pieces from the college game to the professional game, i.e. mental health and how you deal with yourself and how you deal with the media, especially now social media they can on anybody and everybody at any given moment. It takes some time. It takes some time to get used to that, to be able to go out and, not do something that you're not supposed to do and then get caught on the camera. Like back in the day, you could go out and have a great time and, you had stories, but there wasn't cameras and everything filming you. So like these kids nowadays, they have to be on their P's and Q's at all times. So that's a little bit of added stress. I mean, that is, you're asking a lot from a lot of kids. But I think the most beneficial part, or the biggest part on that question would be the speed of the game and just how you see things and how you can process information and then react and then perform.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's. Sonny says, "Yo, what's up, Mr. Time? What's up, Gerald? What's up, Titan family?" So, what's up, Sonny?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in, man. Welcome in. I'm trying to go up. Here, hold on.
That might be a good one.
That is a good one right there. But before we get into that, because that one gets into the later topic, we got Jim Lacey saying, "What do you think about the changes to the defense? Remember last year? Yeah. I mean it was hard defense to watch. It was very hard defense to watch, and it was very nerve-wracking because you weren't confident. Even if we had a good amount of points ahead, the defense seemed to lack. So what do you think about Jim Lacey's question?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. I was not a fan of J-Rob, boy, at the end of the season. When we let go some of the guys we let go. It hurt my heart to see Malcolm Butler go. It hurt my heart to see Kenny Vaccaro go. It hurt my heart to who else did we end up losing? We lost somebody else. Daquan Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. That hurt. It hurt my heart to see Gerald Casey and Logan Ryan and Wesley Woodyard go.
Yeah.
But I am a fan, and those are reactions. And with the football side of me, like there's a bigger piece to this. And then after things have kind of came along, you started to kind of understand, and you appreciate the moves that were made, because I was ticked off at our first round draft pick when it happened live. But when you look at it and you look at the free agent acquisitions that we brought in, and you look at some of the guys that we had coming back at corner, and then you also look at, the Elijah Molden, that pick kind of solidified the first pick for me, because Elijah Molden, just from hearing people talk about him, he's a student of the game. And I like that. Altron Werner and Jason McCourtney and, Cortland Finnegan, playing with guys like that who are student of the games that watch film, you can be successful. You can be successful. And hearing about, the fact that he loves contact, he doesn't mind getting dirty. I like that too, because I think that plays into that Mike Vrabel's mentality is for the defense. So when you look at the pieces that we brought in and the pieces that we got, that we lost, you kind of can say, okay, can we be a little bit better than what we were last year? Because at the end of the day, we weren't great.
No.
But we still was one first down conversion away from winning the first round playoff game. So when you look at that, you look at the offense putting up 31 points a game. And now you look at the acquisition that we just got with Julio. You think that we can it might not be 31, but you still feel that we can score some points. Now it's going to come down to, can we get third down stops? Can we get third down stops? And I think this group, I think we got a chance. And with the moves that we have, you got a chance. Jayon Brown was huge, guys. He was huge. And a lot of people, like, we say what we want. Jayon Brown didn't play last year, the second part of the season. So, you know, you got him back and you got him on a 1-year deal. Well, last time I checked, if you want to get re-signed, you better ask Corey Davis. You got a ball on that last year.
Yep.
So, you know, you're looking at him and you're looking at Rashad Evans, Rashad, I mean, he's got a ball too because, you know, you got people that's questioning him, which I don't know why, but you got people questioning him saying he's not been living up to his expectations. So you got two linebackers in that middle who got a lot on their shoulder. I mean, they got a chip on their shoulder. And then you just brought in a young stud, Monty Rice, and I like that kid. I like that kid. I like that kid. That's just an extra piece to the element. I think he'll complement. You know, you're looking at David Long having to compete now. Now you're adding competition to the room. You got a lot of DBs. That means if you want to get on the field, that means competition is going to be there. You know, last year it was kind of set. You know, it was kind of set where it was. Like, who's going to beat out Malcolm Butler? Who's going to beat out Odora Jackson? Then you had two rookies with Christian Fulton and then Chris Jackson. And then you got Jonathan Joseph, who was too old to play. And you had Bortles. And, you know, it is what it is. There wasn't enough competition in that room to push the envelope. But you got some competition now across the board. I'm talking about from the defensive line when you brought in D'Amico Audrey, which I love him, by the way. Loved him. I loved him when he was with the Colts last year. Just watching him dominate with DeForest Buckner. So he's going to bring an element of competition with Jeffrey Simmons. And you're looking at the outside linebackers. And you got Weaver. And you're looking at Weaver like, man, he is a bigger cat. Like, he's not a Harold Landry. This is a bigger guy. You got Bud Dupree. Like, you got competition. You got competition, and iron sharpens iron. And so you just hope that the communication and the chemistry can gel here now. And you also look at it, everything was online. There was no
That's true.
There was no mini camps, no the preseason, all of that. So you guys are looking, man, offense they did what they did, but we brought everybody back on the offense. So defense didn't really get a chance to break in two rookie corners. You know what I mean? Heck, Vic Beasley didn't even play. Like, the dude didn't even show up like that. Like, and so, you know, we'll get into all of that. I'm not going to go on my little rant right now about that. Then you got Clowney, which I love Clowney, but you got Clowney coming in the week before the game, 3 days before the game. Yeah. And he's thinking, oh, yeah, I'm gonna rotate some reps. But guess what? Kamala Correa got traded to Jacksonville. So now he had to play 90 snaps, 100%, almost 100% of snaps. So it just, like, things that pan out for the defense, you know, but the thing that we were hoping for was like, dude, like, it can't stay there. They got to at least get better. But it just never got better. It just never got better. So, so answering your question, long story short, man, you gotta like the chances now that everything is starting to unfold. And that's one of the things, like, as a fan, that I gotta be honest with you, when I'm seeing people walk and I'm not seeing people come in immediately, I was like, oh my God, we're rebuilding. But then you watch Gerald work and you see them starting to get new pieces, and over a period of time, okay, now you can shake your head and say, okay, we can compete. Yeah, we got something. So I do feel a whole lot better now than what I did, a few months ago.
Yeah, sure. And again, give all the credit to Amy Adams and J-Rob, man. J-Rob knocked it out of the park, man. He knocked it out of the park, man.
It's two-folded. It's twofolded. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. All I can say is J-Rob made right. I think
He
he
did.
made right by the people. I
Yeah.
think we all can say that. Is the Isaiah Wilson pick on him?
Yeah.
It's not on him the fact that Isaiah Wilson didn't pan out, but
Yeah.
you're picking that late in the first round. Why not double down and get 2 for 1? And why not trade that pick? So I mean that was my thought process. Because you end up rocking with Dennis Kelly anyway, and
Yeah.
he panned out pretty darn good. So just yeah. So that pick didn't work out. So you had to pick another tackle because Dennis Kelly's not on the team anymore.
Yeah, he's not.
I didn't understand that one. So
yeah, there's some head scratches.
It's some head scratches, but he made right.
Yeah.
He made right. He made right. He made right. And that and now you can be like, okay, we got a shot.
Win now.
Not saying we got a shot. Game still got to be played. It ain't no guaranteed wins. And that's why I was telling today Titan fan, you enjoy the day because this right here just gets you excited about the season. Because if I'm honest, I'm sitting there like, dude, what we gonna do? Like, we lost Adam Humphries, he didn't really play. Like, can Josh Reynolds really do that? Dude, did you see what Corey Davis was doing last year? You can't just bring any other wide receiver in to play because the receiving core, one of the things that people didn't understand about Corey Davis, he blocked his butt off. You don't have a 2,000-yard rushers if your wide receivers do not block downfield. So you can't replace that type of production with just anybody because this isn't that type of team. This is a blue collar. We're going to pound and ground all day long. So you can't just bring anybody off the street thinking like, such and such. Yeah, because like people was talking about the Ravens fans. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, well we got Hollywood Brown." Dude, when last time I seen Hollywood Brown block, or when last time I seen him make a catch and not duck? So,
he does.
So like it that fits that offense, but it had to be a certain type of receiver to fit this offense. And with losing John New, and then you lost Corey Davis, there was a void. There was a void. And we know what we got in A.J. Brown. You know what you got in Tannehill. You know what you got in Ferguson. You know what you got in King Henry. Yeah. But where was that other piece going to come from? And so, like, you got some potential with the young guys. I think Fitzgerald from Louisville.
Des Fitzgerald.
Yeah, like I think he can be there, but how better is that now that you got a first ballot Hall of Famer on the team now, and you got an A.J. Brown who has dog in him that needed an extra teacher, and you got these young wide receivers that are about to watch this man go to work.
Yep.
Like
learn from him.
You change the dynamic of a position group. It's almost like Hard Knock Life when they had the Browns and Landry was in the room with the receiving core and he went flat off.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're changing culture for some of these young players, which is beneficial down the road. Not to mention Josh Reynolds. I want to say he was on the team when they went to the Super Bowl. Maybe he might have got drafted the next year after that or so. But he's been on a high playoff caliber team in the Rams. Mm-hmm. So, I like the room now. I really like the room now. So J-Rob right now, J-Rob is cool in everybody's book. If he owes you anything, he's paid it off and he pays some interest after the day. And that's for sure.
Let's see. Again, you got to trust the process, right?
Facts.
You got to trust the process, and sometimes people could get a little bit. I think they get a little too emotional. I like to let things settle in before anything happens. So even if we pick, I know like when we picked up the offensive lineman who was like a wrestler or something, like a professional wrestler, people freaked out. But like, relax. Relax. Come on.
Definitely. Definitely.
I think people have a tendency of doing that, man. They just automatically freak out. So I'm gonna ask the question that Sonny has, just because it's where I want to talk about. I want to talk about the draft. I want to talk about the schedule, and then I want to talk about obviously Julio Jones. So his is, what do you think about Farley and how will he do with his back injury? He has had it, and was he a waste of a first round pick? And again, like you said before we talked, you said you didn't like the pick at first.
Yeah, initially I didn't, because when Isaiah didn't pan out and you're looking at a first round, it's like you have to address somebody to be able to come in and play right away. Right away. And so, when I heard about the back issue, like you can't you can't draft him and think that he's going to play right away. Like that's just like, you can hope, we can hope, we can
Mm-hmm.
pray, but if I'm looking out for the betterment of the team as a whole, like, do you really want to put all your eggs in that basket? When you're talking about competing. So I didn't like that pick then.
Mm-hmm.
But then after, like I said, the Elijah Molden, that sealed it. It sealed it. That sealed it. And then you got Janoris Jenkins. So he doesn't have to play right away.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally different. Totally different. Now you're looking at a whole different scheme. And these are things that could have been things that they knew they wanted to do all along. We
Okay.
don't know. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like I'm telling you guys how I felt. That was as a fan. That's as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But John Robinson knowing that, okay, we're working on Janoris Jenkins, Elijah Molden's on our board. If we can get him, we're going to grab him. So, they had a plan. And it just worked out, because if you don't have to play him, you can let him heal. Everything that I've heard, now I had to talk and ask people myself and just see, I'm like, dude, like, is he really that good? It's like, dude, you don't look, dude's over 6 feet.
Yeah.
Dude has great feet. He's athletic. He's like he's he's a top 10 talent. Top 10 talent. They don't build them like that. You can't teach size.
Exactly.
You can't teach size. And so, is that a risk to take? Yeah, I think that was a good risk. I think that was a good risk after the fact. Okay, you got Jack Rabbit. Now we got Elijah Molden, who can come in and compete. You got Christian Fulton and some other guys on the team. So you got to be feeling good. You got to be feeling good with where we're at, because if he can play, that's icing on the cake. If he can't, you let him heal up, but you know what you're going to get, because at the end of the day, that mentality, he's a student of the game. In order to switch positions, I mean, he went from quarterback to wide receiver to
Yep.
DB. Guys, to do that's not easy. That's not easy. That's just like somebody coming to it's like somebody uh that's like you guys changing your whole profession and doing something you've never done before. And when I'm saying never done it, I'm saying, like, okay, well, he's played football. Of course he's probably did it. But I'm saying be great and be elite. Like he is transitioned from a wide receiver to a DB and had immediate success. So that tells something about that tells you something about him, his work ethic, and you, like that's an intangible. That's an intangible. You got to have a guy like that size, because like I said, they don't teach size. I mean, they're not. You can't. Yeah, you're not teaching size like that. There's nothing you can do. So
That's it.
looking forward, probably a few weeks after the draft, I think that pick was a real good pick. I think it was a real good pick. A real good pick. If he plays, it is a phenomenal pick. If he doesn't play, it's still a good pick because of the other pickups that we have. You can allow him to take the time to heal. Like that's the biggest thing, guys. Like you can't, like, this isn't one of those things, okay, if he doesn't play this year, he's a buzz. No, do back surgery, and from everything that I've heard, he's going to be fine. But you don't want to rush him to play if you don't have to, because you have other pieces there right now that can kind of compete. So
there you go. Again, nothing but facts, and everyone's loving the responses of Farley. Again, I think he's going to turn out all right. I don't think he's going to be a bad pick at all. He needed it. I know a lot of people in the beginning wanted a wide receiver before we wanted to go. You wanted a wide receiver? That was the thing?
I wanted my guy from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore.
Yeah, Elijah Moore, yeah. AJ's guy.
I wanted him, but God dang it, J-Rob, you did your thing, boy. You did your thing, J-Rob. You did your thing, J-Rob. Look, I'm just telling you, sometimes sometimes you want to get that brand new car.
You want that
new
shiny lights, right?
I'm talking about brand new, and you look at you just want it. But if you just wait, somebody down the street might say his that don't have a little bit of no miles on it for half of the cost. God, J-Rob got Julio for a second round, and if the Titans play like they do, like they've been playing here, that's really a third round draft pick. So ain't nothing you can do with that anyway, because you're picking so late in the second round. Dude, for J-Rob, you did your thing. You did your thing.
Stacey was upset as being a Old Miss grad as well. Again, a lot of people were freaking out. They wanted a wide receiver, man. They were dying for it. I think we needed more pieces for defense and offense. I think we just lost a lot more on the defense side, where I think we needed to make up those pieces and stuff like that. And then he said, God let everything fall into pieces. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's big facts. I mean, that's one of the things that I'm like, you gotta be patient, and that's me. I'm telling you guys, and I'm being honest with you guys. Like, I was upset. I was so upset because I'm like, dude, we got Derrick Henry, Tennant. There is a window of opportunity right now that we let so many pieces go that I'm sitting there like, it's no way. It's no way. Like, I know you guys, like, after all, we started cutting guys and letting guys walk, dude, and you lost John Newton, you lost Corey, and you're sitting there like, we are not better. No, like, I don't see nowhere that we're actually better from the people that we lost. So it is, I mean, it's been a work in progress. And like I was saying, man, to the Titan fans, like, you guys are first class. Like, you guys are upset, but you got to put your trust in J-Rock. And that's amazing. That's what I'm saying, man. Today is a great day for Titan fans. Because like I said, man, like, and I know Miss Amy, man, like, she wants to win. She wants to win. We have an owner that is quiet. She's going to let Vrabel and the staff do their job. But I'm telling y'all, she is on board. She is on board. Spending money, like, to go make these moves. I mean, that's what it's about. Like, I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl. But darn it, don't you feel like we got a chance?
We got,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Brady goes to Tampa Bay, and everybody's like, oh, man, shoot. Like, golly, we ain't got a chance. Well, don't this feel like, shoot, we might be able to compete?
Yeah.
You know, like, the game, like, it feels like there is no win or losses, like, or there's no guaranteed loss, that you still got to play us now. You know, so, like, I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited, but it's a work in progress, though, and you got to be patient. And that's one of the things. It's one of the things that I know for sure. It's a long game. It's a long game. It's not a short game. It's a long game, and you got to be willing to trust and just know that, you know, J-Rob and them, they got the best interest for the team, not only now but down the road as well.
Absolutely. Ian has a really good point. I like to bring up. honestly, he believes that Miss Amy and J-Rob aren't done yet. A lot of people are thinking that they might go for another, maybe someone on defense, maybe another edge, maybe a tight end. What do you think? Do you think they're done, or you think they're still managing to pull out something, or they're still interested in getting some more pieces?
To be honest with you, I think their job's about to be a whole lot easier. We're seeing this every day now in the NBA. People teaming up, playing with buddies.
Yep.
Well, if I'm a tight end, when you want to go somewhere where you got two dogs on the outside, you got a guy who is trying to prove himself with Josh Reynolds to prove himself that he can be that guy. You got the best running back in the league, which, by the way, Titan fans, I am disgusted. I hate it. I do not know where the disrespect comes from with Henry to the dude ran
they
for
avoid us.
2,000 yards.
The media avoids
2,000
us.
yards. So, I mean, I ain't never seen no running back like that. Like, all I know is I'm glad I ain't playing in the league against him right now because it's a business decision every time. But you got this dynamic now. When you want to just come and take a little pay cut, get your numbers up, you're gonna get some targets because you got two guys on the outside, which I'm still in my mind. I'm still trying to wonder what the team's gonna do. What are you gonna play cover 2 all day?
Okay, here's a question. Here's a question,
I really
Gerald.
don't know.
Here's a question. If you're a defensive coordinator, how do you play against the Titans? What do you do?
Pray somebody got hurt. I'm being dead for real. Like, I don't like Titans could come out in 20 personnel all day long if they wanted to, and you're gonna have fits. You come out 20 personnel, spread the field all day long, 2 backs in the backfield. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Nothing.
I mean, like that. I'm just being real. I'm being real. Like and everybody can say what they want about Arthur Smith is gone and things of that nature. And I heard somebody today say, well, they lost their OC, who's now the head coach. Dude, Arthur got the job 2 years ago. He did this in 2 years.
Yeah.
In 2. So
yeah.
that's
how people
like, dude, like last year wasn't like they had like I don't understand the disrespect, but like I think that their job on getting a tight end is so much easier. I think they'll be turning people down. To be honest with you, I think agents. If I'm an agent and I'm representing a tight end, hey, we need to see if we can get you a Titans. Like I'm gonna make a phone call. You good? Hey, you might not get the money that you would get somewhere else, but hey, I think their job is going to be a lot easier getting that other piece. I really do. I think people are starting to understand that you can't always listen to what national media says. You actually got to kind of see it, for the first hand.
Mm-hmm.
And real recognize real players know. They know the Titans play hard. They know. You don't hear anybody. You only hear players bashing us. You only hear people that never played a day in their life bash us. People that never came down to Nashville to see what this type of fan base is really about. To really see how these men go about their lives on a day-to-day basis. You don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited, but going back to what you're saying, I do think we get a few more pieces, but I think it's a little bit easier now that you got Julio in the mix. I think people want to join. People want to be a part of something great. And
well, they had I think they had a picture of Derrick Henry and OJ Howard.
At this point, I'm just being honest. At this point, man, we could ride with Ferguson. Delaney Walker could come back out of retirement.
Would you want that, in your opinion?
I would love. if Delaney could go, I would love to see him back. I would love to see him back. I really would.
For some reason, I feel like with Delaney Walker, there was some bad blood once. I think Mariota was his go-to guy, and once that happened, where they benched him and they put Tannehill. I think because I don't know. Again, I don't know too much of it. I know his ankle and stuff like that, but I felt like he could have came back a little bit sooner, and he ended up not doing it at all. So I don't know if it was because of that. Maybe he was just trying to, just get out of the situation of the team. That's why I feel like. I don't know. Do you felt like that by any chance? It was a little weird. It just it didn't add up. There was something else holding him back, and I think it had to do with the Mariota, or maybe they were giving the ball, or something about that. Maybe he didn't like. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about that. I just know he's one heck of a guy, man. Both on and off the field, and I wouldn't mind seeing them back. He's done a lot. And he wasn't afforded. He didn't have the weapons that we have now. And I mean, real recognize real. We have not had an offense with multiple weapons like this. Last year was like the first time ever where you got multiple proven guys. So I would love to see him to be a part of that, but like I said, I think Titans get a bunch of phone calls now where people actually wanting to come. Like, hey,
that's crazy. Remember back in the day, no one wanted to go to Tennessee. Not at all. No one. There was never a nice destination to go to. Now it's nice. Again, back in the day, we would never landed anything like this. This is probably one of the biggest trades, biggest pickups in Titan history, man. So it's really nice. But again, like you said, the media. My buddy said it the best. Titan Upload. He said if he would have gone to maybe the Patriots or another team, yeah, that news would have been crazy. But there's barely talks today.
It don't matter because Titan, we took over Twitter, so we talked our own. I love it. Every 3 tweet is a Titan tweet, and it is fun. It is awesome. It is awesome. I love it. But you're 100% right, though. 100% right.
Yeah. So, I mean, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Again, I think we just have to accept it now. I kind of accept it. I'm not surprised. A lot of people are still upset and surprised. It doesn't, because even when we went to the AFC Championship the following year, they still never talked about us. Even that AFC Championship run, they never talked about us.
Don't nobody even talk about Brady last game playing with the Patriots was an L to who? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah.
Well, apparently, I'm like, okay, so whatever. We apparently Brady played against himself and lost. That's what it was. That's where it came down to, bro.
Oh yeah. Then my boy Lamar, which I love Lamar Jackson, by the way. Like, dude, he beat the Titans one time, and that was probably because we didn't go for it.
Yeah.
So you gotta love it as a sport like this, but this is what makes it what it is. This is why you have the excitement. This is why I'm dancing all day long, because this is what it's about. Like, this type of excitement. I'm like, dude, is this how Tampa Bay felt when they got Brady? Crap, like, this is amazing. Like, you hear about it, but hearing about it is totally different than experiencing it.
Yeah,
firsthand.
When I saw that video of him getting off the plane, oh my Lord, I got goosebumps, man. I was hyped. I was like, damn, right, hell yeah.
I'm in the car. I turned the music up. I'm like, oh
yeah. I was just like, holy. I was like, woo. It's going down. Like, this is for real. Like, this is for real, man. This is crazy. Because again, it's almost like surreal. Like, you don't there's a lot of talks, a lot of news reporters come out, a lot of people on Twitter. Oh yeah, we trade. But the minute you saw him hug J-Rob, it's a wrap. That's a wrap, man. You got Julio Jones I kept on saying at work. I annoyed everyone at work. I didn't care. Oh, we got Julio Jones.
My
Man,
heart was beating fast, man. I was like, man, this ain't for real. This ain't real. There's no way this is real. No way.
he says we're the monsters of the NFL. They're gonna need MJ to stop us. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's again, it's amazing. Again, it just gets you that much excited for the regular season and stuff. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. I had a question from Carrie, which was a really good question. I know that you uh, you know you coach younger generations and stuff like that. Hold on, I'm trying to. This man, people are going. I think it was over here. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. She wants to know. She goes, "Thank you for all the love for the Titan fans. Any advice for a kid who's wanting to work towards the pros? I know a kid. The kid is my sixth grader. So any advice at all? I know that you're good with that. So anything that you can tell Carrie?
Just expose him. Just expose him to as many opportunities as you possibly can. And when I'm saying expose him, take him to different camps. Start asking him, colleges that he may want to go to, and you may pick one. Take him to one, and then take him to a camp, and let him start to see what it looks like and what it's going to take. Take him to football games. Take him to college football games, so he can see um, the kids, because that's where the motivation has to come from. Sitting at home, I wanted to play in the NFL all day, and you do little things around the house, and you think, oh man, like I'm working hard, I'm good.
Mhm.
And then you go to a camp, and you see people from all over, and you see this kid like, oh my God, this kid is way better than me. And
Mhm.
so you leave the camp, and that's where you say, like, when you start working out, like, oh man, I got to be better than that kid that I saw at the last camp. I got to work harder. So it kind of just just a little gauge to see where you are. I think one of the biggest things, especially in this generation, we see the success. We see the success, but we don't actually see the work that is putting in, or that is taking place prior to reach that success. And so, that's just the biggest thing, is just the opportunity, and just understanding what the expectations would be, to make it to that level. And, because one of the things that I always tell people, anything and everything is possible. Used to hate that. I used to hate the quote when people would come and they would talk to the kids, and they would say, well, only, one out of 20,000 people will ever make it professionally. I'm like, well, why can't that be me?
Mhm.
Or why can't that be this every kid in here? So just understanding what the real expectations are. That way they can go in and they can fully work hard, and they can have that confidence when they get to that age to say, you know what, I'm ready. And then if it doesn't work out at the end of the day, you don't have regrets. You don't have regrets, because you gave it everything you got. So I would say just start getting them, just getting them around it, and let them see it firsthand.
And that's almost similar to Sin City Titan, who had a kind of almost similar question, but I think you answered it. Asking for advice for getting to coaching kids, how to motivate them, balance between tough but not destroying their confidence is just what would be kind of your go-to move.
Oh, definitely. There are look up like your coaches clinic. There are clinics for or not clinics, conventions. There are conventions for everything. And when I'm saying everything, refereeing to coaching to athletic administrator, you want to look up some conventions, but you want to look up some clinics as well.
Mhm.
And start. I would say your local Y. If you're trying to get in, and you may not be great, but you want the mentor aspect, the YMCA is a great place. I coached my little girl. I coached two of her baseball teams. She was on the girl on team. One of the greatest experiences I've ever had with the kids, and it's like 5 and 4 years old. Great experience, great experience. But if you're looking more on the competitive side, look into the conventions, because normally the conventions, they're going to have a boatload of speakers, and the group talks are fantastic, and the networking is awesome as well. But I would look into that, and then like I was saying, the clinics. Nowadays, you can find clinics online, but just because of COVID and how everything is done, everything is recorded now. So try to do that, but like locally, the Y is always looking for volunteers. So
All right, and what's up, CJ, man? Thank you for coming in. I had a question from my buddy right here. Plain Upload says, Mason Kinsley shows you that anything is possible with hard work and commitment. D3 and still fighting to make the roster. If
so
yeah, what's
so
up?
where did he go to school?
He went to Upload. Let me know because it's
College.
where
He went
was
to
it?
Berry
Barry,
College.
right? Barry.
Yeah,
That's what.
I coached at Berry College. So
Okay.
I know his head coach. His head coach called me. That program, first of all, that D3 is not no slap. There's no slaps in D3. D3 is real ball. Real ball. You're talking about kids who work internships. They're paying to go to school, and they are playing football because they love the game. That experience at Berry College that I had was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I've seen a lot of kids that I'm like, whew, dude, you can play. You can play. And so, talent is talent. And that's why the NFL, and I want you guys to understand this. This is why the NFL is better than college football to me when it comes down to evaluating talent. Because right now, you got ESPN and all these, rivalries and, all these recruiters, 5-star, 4-star, 3. Guys, I was a 2-star. I was a 2-star. The stars don't matter. You still got to line up. And you still got to play the game. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. And so, I have a lot of respect for these kids, these young men that make it out D3, Division II. And one of the things that I would always tell them, I would tell the kids when I was coaching at Barry is that if you can play, they're going to find you. If you can play, they will find you. That is their job, is to find you. They have area scouts that go all over every single school, because if a kid comes out like how he's with the Titans, I guarantee you, he made practice squad. He's on the team again. I guarantee you that teams all over, the boss is saying, "Hey, did you see this guy? Did you go down to the Berry College? Oh, you didn't. Why not?" So like that, if you can play, they will find you. But definitely hard work and dedication pays off, especially at that level. I definitely agree with that, my man.
Gotcha. All right, hold on. There was one more question. Let's see. Oh yeah, but the defense is gonna be better. There's just so many. Let's see our success. Let's get a ring. So if I miss anyone's question, please write it again, and I'll get it back. Again, it was just you guys kind of bombarded me. I wasn't ready for that, so I've been trying to.
And we'll be back on again. I'm definitely gonna make sure I make some more time for you guys. First of all, I love interacting with you, Allison, but definitely with the fans. Like it's a community, it's a family, and I'm a huge fan. So I'm a fan of the fans, if that's even a thing.
Hey man,
So,
again, it's always good to talk some football again. Like you said, the interaction, it's always fun. That's why we like going live and stuff like that. And we'll definitely have you coming on a lot more. Oh, here goes Ryan Harris. There we go. Oh, Zach, let me get Zach first. Zach says, "What's our ceiling when it comes to our defense?" Better than last year, right? Better than last year, right?
Anything better than last year. Like, we really won't know. But guys, aren't you so glad we got preseason games? Guys, I understand like preseason games suck because for players, because you don't really get paid and you're risking injuries. But for younger guys, it is the quintessential for them making rosters. For me, I like practice games. I like to know where I'm at, what I really need to work on. Like I like that before it's time. It's go time. So I'm very happy to be able to see preseason games. You know, I know everybody's talking about the starters and things like that. And sometimes it ain't about the starters. Sometimes it's about the, who's going to be the guy backing up the starters to actually, feel good. Because I mean, it's the NFL. Somebody's going to get hurt. come, come week 5, that injury list and that training room, it's going to get a little packed. And so, it's a team effort type deal. And, definitely want to see these new pieces and see what they do. Do they run out, do they run around with a chicken with the head cut off, or are they poised? Do they make plays? Like, I'm very interested in seeing Monty Rice and see his ability to track the ball, to see him tackle, to see his skills that, as far as processing and little things like that. And then Elijah Molden to see, his man skills, zone skills. It's a lot of things that I would love to see. Not necessarily looking at the starters, but I want to look at some of the younger guys and some of the guys who are fighting for roster spots to see, you got to think like Nate Davis probably benefited from preseason games.
Definitely.
I'm just saying, like, it is huge. So I'm going to be very interested in looking at a lot of those pieces on the defense. And when I'm saying a lot of those pieces, I'm talking about the backups, the backups to those guys, not necessarily the starters.
Quick question for you. Do you think the pressure is on for the defense since the offense has picked up Julio Jones? Do you think that puts more pressure on the defense? And what do you think about Shane Bowman?
I think the pressure is on freaking special teams. Like, y'all want me to be
Oh
honest.
yeah,
Like,
I forgot about them, man.
I'm gonna keep it 110%. The the emphasis right now is better be on their special teams, because there was a lot like special teams is bad last year. We don't talk about that, but special teams lost us a few games. So
I mean, talking about the game, the Colts game was. Remember that game, man?
man,
That 17-yard punt.
the punt, oh my god,
Oh God, it was disgusting.
Yeah, no, the special team, like the pressure's on special teams. And then I would think if you move from special teams, and the reason why I say special team, because special team is going to be those younger guys, and it's going to be a collective bunch of the team. So that's got to be better. And then now because you're talking about a 53-man roster. I mean, shoot, you are. I mean, AJ. I mean, right now, I can tell you, AJ and Julio ain't gonna play on special teams. Derrick Henry ain't gonna play on special teams. So we start talking about guys who are not gonna be on special teams. Like, those are gonna be some key guys. And those key guys have to play. Like, they gotta play. And so I'm interested in seeing special teams. And then I think after special teams, it goes directly to the defense. But the pieces that they have, I feel confident. Shane Bowen has actually been announced, so definitely feel a lot better about that. I don't know if you can take that for what it is, but understanding that a defensive coordinator not only doesn't have a position group, but he had one. So I'm just gonna say that Mike Vrabel was calling plays.
He was, and then just
It is what it is. So I guess it is what it is. But I think one voice would definitely clear up communication issues that have kind of been alluded throughout because Clowney and people. It just seemed like the guys was kind of hidden, like, dude, like, so I think we're in a much better situation with the defense, and then when you add some of these different pieces, like we said at the beginning of the show, you have now created competition, not complacency. You have competition within your group. Last year, what are you gonna tell Harold Landry?
Yeah.
He gotta play. What are you gonna tell Decline? He gotta play. Which they played hard, but they ain't have nobody else to push him.
Yeah.
They ain't have nobody else that could come in and get a rep or two from him. So
Ryan wants to know. I'm sorry, Ryan, for missing the question, by the way, because I remember this one. Do you think the Titans should go after another veteran pass rusher? And if so, do you have anyone in mind at the top of your head, or we just need to get
no,
another?
I don't have anybody in mind, but we talked about this, or we talked about this one time, and I was telling you the way that we run 3-4 defense, and you need a
Mhm.
pass rush. Well, essentially 3-4, meaning you got. I'm gonna do what Coach Matt be doing, kind of break it down. You got 3-4. You got 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers. Well, typical pass rush is gonna be 4.
Yeah, 4, not 3.
So you're saying one of your linebackers is got to be a defensive end and has to rush. Well, those 3 defensive linemen, they're going to rotate in and out every 3 plays or so, and they're going to be fresh.
Yeah.
Them linebackers on the outside, we didn't have anybody to rotate with them.
They were dying. They were struggling.
We're going through these series, and you want Clowney to get the sack and Harold Landry get the sack. Do they gas? Because we could have been in a real good position with Kamala Correa and then Vic Beasley, then with Clowney, then with Landry, and you have rotation between them two. We didn't have that. We had no depth. You cannot have, you have to treat the outside linebackers like you treat your defensive linemen if you're going to ask them to pass rush. So to answer your question, yes, we need another veteran pass rush. And I'm saying a veteran pass rush because you need somebody who is comfortable with rushing and knowing what their go-to move is. It doesn't have to be a person that is going to give you 60 snaps a game. It needs somebody that you can rotate in and still get quality reps. You can't have too many of those.
Yeah, Ryan's saying Melvin Ingram would be his choice. So
I agree too if the price is right.
The
price is right, because right now you made your move, but we're hoping. I mean, you still got guys that have to reconstruct. But if the price is right, which, like I'm saying, I think you get people wanting to come in and take a little less pay than what they would from the street. I do think that. If I'm selling that.
And this was answered before. I just would like to hear this again because I know we talked about this. If you're a defensive coordinator, how is the game plan for Titans' current offense? What would you do? What do you do, man?
I'm gonna Mike Tomlin somebody and try to trip him on the sideline. All right, dude.
Do you load the box? Who's the bigger threat, though? That's the thing. Who's the bigger threat? Like, pick your poison. It's hard.
Mess around and don't double Julio. Because everybody keep talking about, Atlanta had Calvin Ridley. Like, Calvin Ridley doing his thing. I wonder why. He was getting double teamed like every freaking play. And he still was giving me like 18 points in fantasy. That's unreal. Unreal. You got AJ on the other side, and Atlanta didn't even have a run game.
No. Try to load the box.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, all I'm thinking, my only guess is you're gonna play cover. You're gonna give a 2 shell, and you're gonna spin to either man or cover 3 to load the box. And I'm more so thinking that you're probably gonna go, like cover 3. I mean, everybody's gonna have to show a 2 shell and spin late, but they're gonna have to get 8 in the box.
That's
So
a must, right? That's like
if
a
you're
must.
doing that, I mean, the only thing I can think of is everybody just tell them, hey man, play off of them and make them catch everything across, inside. And then I feel like that's AJ Brown's strongest suit is the slant across the freaking middle. And he like, dude, like, what are you going? I don't know what you do then, because I'm sitting there thinking about what you can do, and then you look at like, damn, AJ Brown catching slants and screens, and he can run it like a running back. So I really don't know. And all three of them can take the top off with Julio, AJ, and Josh.
Mhm.
And then you got the little pups that
Yeah.
the little pups. I mean, hopefully one of them can step into their own. I mean, dude, like, oh my gosh.
Well,
And then
I think,
we got
yeah, Darrington
Darrington. We ain't
Evans.
even talked about Darrington Evans. We don't
Yep,
even
I
know
think
what
he's
we
gonna
got in
do
him.
some good. Yeah.
We don't even know what we got in him. And I think he can be a stud. I think he can be a real stud.
Yeah. I
And
think
then
so.
we get my boy from my man Hill from the Falcons. He decent too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a great day to be a Titan, fellas. It's a great day. Great day.
It really is. It really is. And again, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be great. Again, we're gonna get off in about like 2 or 3 minutes. But again, I just want to say thank you everyone that's been in the chat. And if I miss your question, I'm sorry. I try to get everyone. I try to get everyone involved, and I didn't want to bombard Gerald with too much stuff.
You
But
ain't
again,
gonna darn.
hey Gerald, again, it's been a great time again. Like always, we always have a good time when we go live and stuff. And I want to appreciate everyone who's come on. If you guys want, yeah, you haven't seen them, I'll send you a picture. I got the brand new Mr. Titan T-shirts. I got some merchandise. It's right there. I'll put it obviously in the link. Go to tkostore.com/Mr. Titan. Got 3 shirts. One's the logo, one's the sword, and the other one is the logo without my face in it, which is right there. It'll be the logo without my face, but you can get them in navy blue or icy blue. Let me know. Support. I would love it. Again, if you guys haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for everyone that's coming on. And my man, take it away. You want to say anything? Let everyone know, man.
No, I love you guys, man. Everybody, like I said, stay positive, and continue to enjoy amongst our Titan Nation family. This is special. Like I said, it doesn't guarantee anything, but darn it, you feel like you got a shot now. You feel
Yep.
like you got a shot. You don't, you just feel like you can get in the dance now. We're not watching from the outside. We feel like we can be a part of this thing for sure.
Definitely.
And definitely excited. You guys deserve this. Today was awesome to just to be in the city, to witness it, and especially witness, with a team that I love and a lot of
Yep.
people.
Definitely. And guys, remember, I'll be on Ken Moore's show. Starts in about 2 minutes. So if you guys are not done with Titans talk, there's more people talking about Titans. Just hop on his show. It's Ken Moore Sports. So jump on him. We're gonna get out of here. Again, thank you so much, Titan Nation. Love you guys. And tighten up. All right.
Peace.
That was